Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to part 2 of The Walking Dead, but a wheel decides my choices. I'd like to thank you all for the massive support we've gotten in such a short amount of time. This truly means a lot to us. Now let's move on with the video. I'd like to point out that it's been a 3-month time skip since episode 1, while episodes 2 to 5 all take place within a matter of 2 weeks. This will be relevant later, trust me.
Damn it. What'd they get this time?
Oh look guys, a character that's totally not a filler character who gets a ton of screen time to show off how likable he is. Enough so to where we'll care for him in case something bad happens to him. He's totally not gonna be killed off this exact same episode. Right? Please give me the Y option, please, no! Not again, man, every single time! It's fine, but still, I love antagonizing Larry. I want all of his best lines. We've already missed the best one in the whole game. Probably both of the best ones in the whole game.
Thinks he's getting weaker, but the guy's all muscle. He's a walking pile driver. I know I wouldn't want to be stuck in a room with him. And didn't he punch you in the face one time?
Knock me flat.
Man, I sure hope that's totally not foreshadowing for a later scene. Alright, dude. I get that you're stressed out, but still. Not in public, man. You'll attract walker... Ew, that is not at all what I expected to see. Oh no. My majority audience is over 18, oh thank God.
Lee, you guys okay?
Shut up! My dad was Special Forces. I know what I'm doing.
Special Forces, eh? I'll keep that in the back of my head.
I don't care! Please!
Alright, so game time, ladies and gentlemen. If I land on X or Y, then I chop the leg off once. If I get A or B, then we have to spin again and wait for the entire wheel to spin to make a choice. Basically, it's possible that we'll leave him at like one chop away from being free and just have him suffer. That would be hilarious, and I'm sorry, but that's hilarious to do. I just want to point out that I rolled B 3 times in a row with this guy at one chop away, and we had to leave him because I rolled B 3 times in a row. Dude, this wheel is such an asshole.
Give it to me!
Damn it, let Travis!
Jesus Christ.
We're the ones that shot him.
Then you should have done the right thing and finished him off.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Out, but now that it's running out, suddenly I'm a goddamn Nazi.
Kenny's right. Yeah, you.
I want to point out that this wheel is a real simp for Kenny. It's sided with him every single time. I have convinced myself that this wheel is being rigged by Kenny. Kenny is somehow manipulating the wheel to side with him on every single choice. Not that I'm complaining, of course.
I don't see any of you stepping up to make the hard decisions. My girl's got more balls than all of you combined.
How you doing, Clementine?
Okay,
Where's your hat?
I don't know. Can you help me find it?
Clementine, just admit that you ate it. Because you got a bit too silly, you silly orange cat.
I promise. If I find it, I'll let you know.
Thank you. Okay, a Sunday would be better next time. Yeah! Oh man, I'm so hungry!
Alright, let's see who else gets fed, and oh boy. You know, I never feed Larry, so this is a bit awkward. Let's just spin again, let's see who we get this time. I mean, I can't be much worse. Oh man.
What do you want? A handout? I got 60 cents in my pocket, if you'll shut up and quit being such a pansy.
Lily would want you to keep your strength up.
That girl needs to quit worrying about me so much.
See, Larry, we can have peace between us. Together, we'll unite the forces of early 1940s Germany and Wakanda.
Here, Mark, this should help.
Thanks.
Alright, Mark, just in case, you have played Left 4 Dead 2, right? Mark? Mark, look back at me, you have played the game, right? Mark, I swear to...
Come on, Larry. What is it between you two? Why do you have a personal grudge against Lee?
He knows why.
Look, you've been good to me and my family. You saved Duck from those monsters, and you stood up to Larry at the drugstore. I won't forget that. You and Clem are welcome to come with us.
Here, Ben. After what you've been through, seems like you could use a pick-me-up.
I was half expecting someone to show up and tell me off for feeding Ben.
It's okay. I know you're still watching out for me.
And now I feel horrible for not feeding Carly.
What about the other kid?
Okay, I don't like being that guy, but it grabbed her face. There's no way she shouldn't have been bitten or scratched here. I'm convinced the thing sensed Kenny's sheer aura, and it was enough to prevent it from biting or scratching her.
Shit, it's stuck!
Mark, you said you played Left 4 Dead 2, you fucking suck!
Shoot it!
It's not the bite that does it. You come back no matter how you die. If you don't destroy the brain, that's just what happens. It's gonna happen to all of us.
So, spoiler warning and some trivia. Skip to this mark that appears on the screen to avoid all this. For those who don't know, the cause of the virus varies between the comic storyline and the show storyline. And another thing, the game's storyline specifically is based off the comics. The games are canon to the comics, meaning they happen in the same universe as the comic storyline. The comic line, not the show, remember that. The show is its own universe, its own retelling of the story. In the comics, it never gets answered as to what caused the outbreak in the first place. In 2020, however, the creator Robert Kirkman finally gave an answer, which it was space spores that caused it. Essentially, aliens caused the virus in the comics. And even the showrunners didn't like it, as they changed the origins for the virus in the show. They changed it to being this disease that was caused in, I believe, France. They caused it in a lab, and it was named the wildfire disease. Just some trivia for those who didn't know. Now, back onto the video.
Stay here. We're starting to develop a good vibe here at the motel.
Good vibe? Well, Christ, Daddy-o, I'm sorry the folks with the food supply and defenses didn't tickle your pretty pink ass.
We need to think like a group, Lee. This affects everyone.
See, I didn't include this choice in the ranking video because even if you pick no to go there, everyone outvotes you instantly. So there's really no point in voting here. But, I mean, this is like 90% of the choices in Season 2, so I can't judge it too harshly.
Lee, I'm very hungry.
All right. Looks like we're going to a dairy.
How many people you got over there anyway?
Nine, including the kids.
You forgot Ben.
Me?
That makes it 10.
Something I've noticed that no one ever talks about is how defensive Carly is of Ben. Maybe it's because of his age, since Ben is pretty much like 18 if I remember correctly, or 17. But anytime Ben is mentioned in a negative light by anyone really, especially Lily, Carly always has his back. Even if Lee is joining with Lily in episode 3 of accusing Ben, Carly will still side with him. It's something that no one ever talks about, but it's interesting to see and shows the kind of person that Carly is.
These are for y'all. Baked fresh this morning.
They're 100% filled with their homemade special flour. Mark, you're the expandable one. You try it.
I'm sorry, all right? Well, maybe a good meal will chill him out a little bit. Once this fence is patched up, this place will be a fortress. God, can you imagine not having to worry about the walkers anymore? So what's your take on the brothers? They seem to have this place tied down pretty well. Well, they seem decent enough. I just want you to know that I've got your back if anything goes down.
Guys, I'm telling you, the wheel doesn't want me to speak with Mark. It's not my fault that I'm ignoring all his questions. The wheel is doing it. So, Mark, why is Hawkeye your least favorite Avenger again? Well, it's just that he has a bow and arrow, and that's it. Iron Man can fly, Hulk has super strength, Captain America is a superhuman, and Thor can fly and has control of thunder. So, what does Hawkeye have? Quick little trivia. Did you know that Mark was originally, or at the very least, Telltale planned to kill Mark here? He would have gotten shot in the head with the arrow, instead of on his shoulder. More on this later.
I heard Mark yelling. Thought y'all were giving me the all clear. Man, I am real sorry.
Hey, what?
I heard Mark yelling. Thought y'all were giving me the all clear. Holy fuck! What just happened?
The fences are on.
Why the hell would he turn the fence on? He knows we're out here.
The fence came on before Mark yelled. What the hell are you talking about? There's something going on here. Are you guys sure that you guys heard Mark yelling? You sure? Sure you're not schizo up there, Andy?
Whoa, cool your jets there, Rambo. These are nice people. Let's not do anything to get us thrown out before we eat.
Gone.
Well, that's easy. I got charm coming out of my ass.
Yeah, that's real charming, Dad.
Reminder to everyone that it's an irredeemable crime to not push Clementine on the swing. Doing so demands for the punishment to be at the bare minimum, tied to a chair, and for an intoxicated beaver to nip your genitals off. Huh. I guess I gotta apologize to Clementine. I thought she ate. Oh my god, it was the fucking crackhead.
Oh, I know you. I know what you are. String him up on that tree. Then I'm gonna head down to that farm and shoot every goddamn person I see.
Enough! You really like that gun.
What's not to like?
Ladies, gentlemen, find yourself a lover, or spouse, or whatever name you want to call them, that treats you the way that Danny treats his rifle. I am convinced he'd wear a Bass Pro Shop hat and shirt just like Kenny if he had them. Oh my god, that Y option! I have to click it. I have to click it.
Not to be rude, ma'am. How come you're out here instead of, you know?
Oh, you want to know why I'm not slaving away in the kitchen? Is that it?
No, I didn't mean for it to sound like that.
Oh, it's okay, darling. Got it slow cooking in the oven. Should be ready before too long.
Yeah, Lee, tell her. Get back in the kitchen, woman. Right where you belong.
Get back in the kitchen.
Hey guys, Future Jedi once again for part 2. Once again, my editor has no idea what a sense of humor is, and they are no fun at all. And I've been banned for finishing that joke. Once again, no fun at all allowed on my videos. Oh my god, guys, it's a cow.
What's this thing?
Daddy said it's called a salt lick.
Yeah, but don't lick it. It's gross.
Did you lick it?
I don't know.
Here, Clementine.
My hat! You found it!
Hey, Clem. I wanted to apologize for accusing you of eating your own hat. I really did think you got hungry. So, sorry about that.
It smells funny in here. Like shit, right, Lee?
Hey, Lee, you know how to pick a lock, right?
No. Why would you say that?
Well, you're, you know, urban?
Oh, you are not saying what I think you're saying.
Jesus, man, I'm from Florida. Crazy shit just comes out of my mouth sometimes. Sorry.
You got a screwdriver? For what?
Okay, what the heck was the plan in asking the man if he had a screwdriver? Like, what were we thinking?
He's just a big old sweetheart, ain't he?
Don't know if I would have used those words exactly.
Don't.
Hey, I could have sworn that I've seen that bear trap somewhere before. It looks oddly familiar. Oh no. Looks like Mark has become a Rainbow Six Siege character. Oh no. Hey man, it totally wasn't like Mark was just a character they only planted in episode 2, gave him a bunch of screen time to make him likable. That way we would feel bad when he died. That totally wasn't what they were going for, right? They had more plans for Mark, totally. Right? Right? Please no, Will. Please no. No! Clementine, no! No!
It's... people!
Sit down. Your supper's getting cold. It's enough, Larry.
Please,
maybe
please.
we
Yes!
should-
Hang on,
Yes!
just keep dumb close.
You know what? Fuck you, Larry. Eat up.
I will, and I'll enjoy every last bite.
Yeah, fuck you, Larry. Enjoy that fucking meal, you piece of shit. Fuck you.
Now's not the time.
That evil fucker invited me to eat the meat. And all the time he knew what it was!
Stay calm, Dad.
But guess what? You're stuck with me. I plan to be around long after you're gone. And if you turn, I'll be the one to put the axe through your skull. Forget, I know who you really are.
Dad?
Stuck with me. I plan to be around long after you're gone.
Come on, Lee, I'm right about this. I know you've got my back. You always do.
Come on.
To give myself
I plan to be around long after you gone.
Alright, another character break, but seriously, in the majority of real-life cases, it takes more than just CPR and pushing down on someone's heart to revive them from a heart attack. More likely than not, that would fail and the guy would die. Yes, I do understand that if you do help him, he will move his head slightly, which gives people the idea that he came back to life and he was alive. But unfortunately, Kenny smashes his head right before he could do anything, so we won't truly ever know. In my opinion, I think he didn't come back to life. I think he came back as a walker, or at the very least, more than likely, it would not work. He would have come back as a walker and devoured us all. Hell yeah, can he stab him? Oh my god, the bear trap! Oh my god. Alright, last fact. But if you remember earlier, I mentioned how when Mark had his legs cut off, I mentioned that I would go back to this. Originally, Mark was meant to die when you were ambushed by the bandits. The arrow was supposed to hit him in the head, which I did mention. And instead of it being Mark who you would be eating, it would have been whoever you left behind at the start of the episode, either Travis or David, which would have explained all the bear traps, because if you notice the bear trap, it looks exactly the same as the one at the start of the episode, and it has no release latch either. Which explains how exactly they were able to capture meat. They have these bear traps out there that capture people. I do wonder why they removed it exactly. It would have made it a lot more, it would have connected the dots a lot more if they kept it in. Alright, this wheel is like extremely inconsistent. It doesn't want to kill Danny, but it'll murder Larry. Damn, sorry Larry.
This is not how the world works now.
Stop right there! I mean it!
Put the gun down, bitch!
I told you to stop! I told you!
Okay. Okay, we can all admit that that was absolutely fucking hilarious. She just... Put the gun down, bitch. And she just domes Lee in the fucking head. Alright, I'm not doing the wheel for this because we might be here forever if I do. So let's just pick the correct options. Oh boy. Hey, Mark. Oh, snap. Good job, Mark. You know, I've just noticed. Where's Kenny been? He ran out here and I was like... Oh, there you are, Kenny. Holy shit, no! Alright, so I'm convinced that pure sheer willpower of seeing Clementine made Lee overpower Andy here. I'll take no other answer as to how he won this, because this makes no sense. He had him on the ropes. It had to be just pure willpower from Clementine.
Get back here and fight me like a man, Lee!
Alright, we have to agree. This wheel is bipolar. It wants me to torture and murder our own people, but it's fine letting the bad guys live. It has to be the most bipolar wheel I've ever seen, or it just hates us. Except Kenny. It loves Kenny for some reason. Oh my god, here comes his mama to feast on him. How ironic. I could have sworn that Walker Mark was here too.
What do you think?
I'm with you, Kenny. We'll do what has to be done.
You're damn right.
Yeah, I'm convinced that Kenny rigged the wheel because this thing is absolutely adoring him. I'm glad we have something in common, at least, though.
What if it is someone's?
We have to take this, Clementine.
So I heard from a comment. Shout out to that user. Here's their comment on the screen. Go check out their channel. But anyways, they reminded me I had forgotten. Robbing the RV gives Clementine a new sweater, which I had completely forgotten about. She looks very adorable in it.
Not like the bandits, honey. We didn't hurt anybody to get this. Understand?
I guess so.
Oh boy. I sure hope robbing this RV doesn't lead to dire consequences, which change the entire course of the story. Surely it won't. Right? Right? Well, that's part 2. I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you really, really like the help, maybe leave a like and subscribe. But if you don't want to, then that's perfectly okay. Watching the content helps just as much, and we thank you for your viewership. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a great day.